Hello fragrance lovers and welcome back to Mr. Seasons for another quick video about, well, today 3 fragrances in my collection. And as you'll see behind, I do have a relatively extensive collection, but to kick things off, I want to tell you guys that by no stretch of the imagination am I a professional when it comes to fragrances. I am a Joe Blogs, a typical guy who just likes fragrances. I happen to have, there's a telephone, bear with me. Today's episode, short video, about 10 minutes, we're going to talk about 3 fragrances from the same line. And I'm bringing you guys on board. If you're into fragrances, great. You might just be looking for gifts. You might just be intrigued. Hey, you might just like hanging out and chilling out with Mr. Seasons here at the Scent Bar. Why not? But today, we're talking about YSL MYSLF. And I've got here 3 of them. We're going to talk about why they're different, how different they actually are, which one I prefer, which ones I don't prefer, what they smell like, and ultimately, which one I'm going to wear today. At the end of it, we'll score them, roughly speaking, out of 10, and I'm going to get myself seasoned. 3 fragrances from the YSL MYSLF line are YSL MYSLF Le Parfum here. This is the first one that I got, and it was actually gifted by my mother, so thank you, mother, if you're watching. That was a little birthday gift last year. So that's YSL MYSLF Le Parfum. We'll pop that down there. And then we've got the other 2, which I got at the same time. We've got the EDP version, and then we've got L'Absolu version. You might be wondering, what are the differences? I'm kind of intrigued as well, and if you're just joining, be aware that Mr. Seasons is just a typical ordinary bloke. Obviously, I've got my collection behind here, and it's quite an extensive collection. I'm just an enthusiast, though. I'm not a professional. I just tell you it as it is from a normal-ish bloke, and all I discuss is how it smells in the everyday sense of smelling. And if I refer to a Nostradamus, that is this. I call it my Nostradamus. That's where we smell these fragrances and enjoy them. And the whole idea with a fragrance is that it evokes something, it triggers something in the brain that really sets off some good memories. Quite often when you like a fragrance, you refer back to a specific time and it evokes a strong passion inside the brain. That's a very layman's terms way of putting it. But yeah, right, let's get on with the show. What we're going to do first is we're going to spray Mr. Seasons' first pickup, which was YSL MYSLF Le Parfum. I'm going to pop them on test strips, which I've got down here, and we're going to say, what do they smell of? Here we go. First one. It's always a good time when you're testing fragrances. I really enjoy it. Okay, so here we are with YSL MYSLF Le Parfum. It's a beautiful, stunning, citrus, fresh fragrance. And what it has in amongst it is some florals, some really nice white florals. And at the bottom, oh yeah, it is a very sophisticated fragrance. And when you get to the bottom of it, there is a little hint of vanilla. That's what YSL MYSLF Le Parfum brings to the party. What I will say about this particular line, this particular fragrance from the line, is that it's more geared towards sophisticated date nights, evenings out, special occasions. It's such a refined and stunningly beautiful and elegant smell. It's very unmistakable. There's nothing that I can think of in my collection, but hey, pop it in the comments if you can think of something that is very similar. Pop it in the comments, please. There it is. There's the collection. I'll give you a quick lowdown of the collection right now. Have a think. Get your brains whirring. What would you say comes close to this? I can't think of anything, but what I can say is it's pretty darn unctuous up the Nostradamus. So yeah, that's a nice sophisticated sense. We'll put that to one side and we're going to try L'Absolu and see how that compares. No, we'll try EDP and see how that compares to Le Parfum. Let's get another test strip. Here we go. Bear with me. I should have probably had these all prepared, but I didn't. This is going to be very raw and unedited. I'm just getting some content on my YouTube channel, so if you like this sort of thing, do drop me a follow, subscribe. It's much appreciated as we try and grow a community of fragrance lovers, people who just like talking fragrances, commenting, watching Mr. Seasons. I do a little bit of TikTok as well, and a bit of Instagram. Right, here we go. This is L'Absolu. No, this is not L'Absolu. This is EDP. Get it right, Mr. Seasons. Right, here we go. That one's sprayed. Much sharper, much more citrus, and far more, as I would say, raw. Now, hey, Mr. Seasons is coming at you right now, hard and raw, but this fragrance is coming at me hard and raw. Compared to the elegantness, the smoothness of the Le Parfum, this one just has much more citrus, probably no floral, it's got florals, no vanilla in this one that I'm picking up, and I'm pretty certain, look up the notes, I don't think there's any vanilla in this. I think this is more white florals or orange blossom, I think is in this. It's a nice floral note, which is in the DNA of the MYSLF line. Yeah, it's a nice one. This is more versatile. I think the EDP has big versatility. It's an easy wearing fragrance, day or night. Now, I could imagine myself splashing that on pretty much any occasion. You do pick up the same floral elements as you do in Le Parfum. So how to compare the two? Sophisticated and a bit more versatile. Very occasional, more versatile. Hope that makes sense. Right, we're going to go on to L'Absolu and let's see how that compares to the two of them. Just to point out at this stage of the video, YSL EDP is probably Mr. Seasons' easiest pickup when you're looking for a fresh citrus blast, an easy wearing freshie. This fragrance has it all. So YSL do have some great fragrances, and I just want to point out that YSL EDP is amongst one of the easiest designers to pick up and splash on. Pop that in the comments. Do you agree or disagree if you're a fragrance lover? Right, let's move on to L'Absolu. Get another test strip. Yeah, I need another one. Not very well prepared again. Right, here we go. And these videos are just going to be short little snippets each day. I'm going to try and put a bit of content on, just build up some momentum, hopefully get some more views. So please do drop a like if you like this sort of thing. I will get better at it as we go along, but right now we're just getting some content out for you guys. Right, L'Absolu. Is this going to be absolutely spiffing though? Let's have a sniff. Whew, that's much more stronger, which is what you would expect, a strong sniff. It's kind of got a bit more green in it, a bit more green going on with this one, L'Absolu, whereas with the EDP, there was still that sort of florally smoothness with the citrus. This has got some more green hints in amongst it. I'm picking up, still getting the floral, like orangey blossom type of vibe. But if I'm being brutally honest, what's the purpose of it? You can maybe put that in the comments, because I'm kind of lost with this. With the three fragrances, it's kind of almost like they've just bundled this one in. It doesn't offer anything that these two couldn't offer you, if that makes sense. This one stands out as like somebody on the design board has just decided, right, we need another fragrance. Let's just add a bit of more green into it, a bit more patchouli or something going on with that one. Maybe a few more woods thrown in. And it's just a bit darker than the EDP. But which one would you go for? If I'm being brutally honest, because we're getting towards the end of this video already, because I can tell you my instant thoughts. So stick around, we're going to get to the final verdict. I would say the YSL L'Absolu doesn't offer Mr. Seasons much of muchness compared to the other two. So which one would I pick? Which one do I prefer? And which one should you get? Well, let's put the L'Absolu down and let's focus now on these two, Le Parfum and the EDP. Well, the simple answer to it is that if you want a fragrance that's very elegant, perhaps you're dating, perhaps you're of a younger age, you want a special occasion fragrance, then the Le Parfum is probably going to suit you better. But if you're wanting an equally nice fragrance, which it is, the EDP, then I would suggest you consider the EDP because of its versatility. This is a very versatile addition compared to the Le Parfum. So let's just try now to summarize this, score them out of 10, and then tell you which one I will be wearing today, which one I'm going to pick. Well, to summarize, the Le Parfum, sophisticated, date night, romantic, floral citrus with a hint of vanilla, gets a solid 7.75 out of 10. It's maybe a bit too much of a thing for some people. Some people might find it too strong, too floral, too elegant, too sophisticated of a fragrance. So that one gets a 7.75 out of 10. I'm then going to score the L'Absolu just because I don't think it really offers anything greatly over the other two. I'm going to score it. I mean, it's a nice smell, it's a nice sniff, it's a nice fragrance, but it just doesn't blow my mind. It's kind of trying to be jack of all trades. So I'm going to score that a solid, still a decent score, 7.25 out of 10. So that's that one. And then the EDP, I'm going to score purely because I think this is a nice fragrance with good versatility. It still holds on to the florals. It still holds on to the DNA, the MYSLF brand, the line, the YSL MYSLF line. I'm trying to get my words out again. I'm going to score this one a solid 8 out of 10. This is probably the one I wished I'd got first. If I'd got this one, I probably wouldn't bother with the other two. But with that in mind, if you've got these two, Le Parfum and the EDP, you could probably find a place in your heart for both of them, because you could wear the EDP for daily wear, and you could wear the Le Parfum for evenings, special occasions, yada, yada, yada. So that's my review there. The EDP wins. That's going to be my choice for today, and I'm going to wear it. I'm going to season myself. Let's get seasoned. There we go. It's my scent of the day. Feeling good. I like to get a bit on the wrist as well. A little short video. Hope you liked it anyway. And that's my summary of the YSL MYSLF line. Good line. I like YSL fragrances. I like YSL EDP. And I probably would pick the EDP. These would be two great fragrances to have in your collection. And then, to be perfectly honest, the Le Parfum, if you even got the money and you want 3 special fragrances. Gym fragrance, easy wearing, YSL EDP. The MYSLF EDP, just day-to-day wear. And Le Parfum, special occasions. L'Absolu, not so sure. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, fragrance lovers. And until, hopefully tomorrow, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.